ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಈಗ ಮಾಡಿದೆ.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Greetings from Believers IAS Academy. Today, we are very much excited to inform you that we have Mr. Praful Desai, sir, who has got into Indian Administrative Services and currently taking training in LBSNAA, Mussoorie. So, we have Mr. Praful, sir, with us to share his insights regarding the UPSC Civil Services examination today, and we would get a very good insights regarding this examination, how to crack this examination, and we'll decode some myths and we'll have a complete discussion with him today. So we welcome you all and have a great experience with us in this video. And let us we'll share this session to the Praful sir. So you can continue the session now.
Thank you for the warm welcome and such a nice introduction. Good morning, everyone, especially all the aspirants and the faculty members of the Believers IAS Academy. Most of our my friends only, all the faculties who started preparation with me only. And so nice to see you all in the virtual platform. Rather than I would like to come there as in present, but due to my training and COVID, all the restrictions. I'm meeting you all through the virtually. I hope I can meet you in person in the coming days. So I'd like to first give my brief introduction about me because even I also like you when I started a preparation. I myself started my preparation in after my graduation. I worked in a company for Robert Bosch like for 1 year. And after that, in 2016, I started my preparation. This is my third attempt. In my first attempt only, I didn't clear my prelims. And in second attempt, I reached till interview. But the first myth is that most of them, as in freshers, we have that we have to, comes from the very reputed colleges like IITs, NITs, or AIMS, like those colleges, and a well background of family background and financial strong. These are the myths actually we have, because only these people will clear the exam. This misconception almost all the freshers have, because considering myself only, I'm coming from a very farmer background. My father is a farmer, and I completed my all schooling in my village only, that too in a vernacular language, which is my mother tongue is Kannada. So till 10th standard, I completed my education in Kannada only. So most of you maybe completed your schooling in your vernacular language. So most of them have this myth that only the English, you are in English medium, then only you can clear. And so please keep this aside. And second thing is, most of them who thinks that we have to be in very, studious person, or we have some good percentage in college or something, we have to be an intelligent. This is the myth again. So please don't keep this one. Be confident about yourself. I myself is a very average student. from school and colleges. And so after, what determines your final success is your hard work and your determination. That's these two, and time management along with this. These three have play a very key role in your preparation and the success you will get. So first thing, we'll start with how to start this preparation. I will directly jump into this because as of I will consider most of you are freshers only. So I will start how to start a preparation in the initial days, because this is the main question everyone have. Even I myself is faced this problem, because I don't know how to start, where to start, and what are the books to read, what are the books not to read, because of the considering the vast syllabus UPSC has and many subjects and different stages of the examination. Most of you know this, prelims, mains, and interview stages. So all these you have confusion because where to start and which are the books you have to read. So I will keep a very brief about the book list and where to start your preparation. So as a fresher, if you are in a graduation or doing the graduation now also, you can start with reading newspapers, daily 2 newspapers. I can recommend the Hindu newspaper or the Indian Express newspaper, and along with the NCERT books from 6th standard to 12th standard. After that, you can go for some specific reference books, for polity, you have Lakshmikant. For economy, you have Ramesh Singh or some other books, or you can have for environment some books. So like Shankar IAS or something. So, but these are the books you will not able to understand very easily. For this, you have need a good strategy and some guidance and some mentorship. So we can understand NCERT by your own, but the considering the vast syllabus, you need some guidance and mentorship. I think believers IAS have this flexible timing for our graduations also, who are working also, and who are completely full-fledged preparation also. Because my friends are only there, who are start, like Rajshekar sir is there. He's also started preparation with me, and he also gave an interview also. Like this, you have good mentorship. For this UPSC, you need mentorship and guidance and a good strategy to clear it. Otherwise, if you take your on your own, it may take on first attempt. Maybe many people will clear in the first attempt itself, but there is an exceptions are there, but usually you need an guidance. Otherwise, you will keep on writing and attempts on attempts. So this will waste your time also and your youth period also. So you will not get the success very easily. So you need a mentors for this. For that, I think Believers is doing a very good job. So please have an confidence on them, because they are well thorough with the UPSC strategy and everything. I myself has taken mentorship there. So first thing is, I started my preparation with reading NCERTs. So most of the pressures, I would recommend to start read at least twice the NCERTs before going into the further level of their studies, like next reference books. So this is one point. And second point is, most of them you have like how to choose an optional subject. So this is plays a very important role. Optional, whether you are in the list or you are out of the list, most of the time your optional will decide this one. So you have to be very careful about selection of the optional, considering the trend of the optional. Like these days, maybe anthropology is doing well and PSIRV is doing well. So, and sociology, some kind of on 3-4 optionals are doing very good in nowadays. But I would not recommend you to I will not say like you have to select this one only, this subject or this optional. It is most often depend on your interest and your background of graduation. See, if you are in sociology background, please select the sociology. Or if you are from any medical background or some other anthropological background, you can choose the anthropology. So please go through the syllabus of the optional. Then if you see and go through the question paper of last 5 to 6 years of questions, so you will feel and some connectivity with that subject. You have may able to your interest will increase in that subject, then you can select those subject. So because you have to study very deeply of that subject, so you have to keen on that subject, you have to develop an interest other, and then only you can get an 300 plus marks, then it will make sure your rank in the final list. So, and UPSC preparation is like it's not like you have to prepare for 1 year and then many of them we have that dream, like we have to clear it in the first, we will clear it in the first attempt only, or you will clear it in the second attempt only, you will become a top 100 rank, or you will become an Indian Administrative Service. This dream everyone should have. I would recommend you to have it, but along with this dream, you have to be in very specific, I mean, you have to be in very hardworking and time management, and you have to be consistent with your preparation. It is like a race, like for final day race, you have to be you have to run for the final day race, but for that you need some preparation background. You have to daily run on the same track and the same route and same daily practice, then only you will clear the, you will success in the final race. That's how it is UPSC preparation also. You have to read the same books again and again, again and again. Maybe some you, I would recommend you to keep a very brief book list. You have to revise them again and again. That will be helpful for you. Don't go on reading all the books which are available in the market. That's why I told you, you have to know what not to read. Most important it is. See, you in market, you will get many books and many notes. Many coaching institutes have their own current affairs notes, own their own all subject notes like economy, polity. They have their own notes, but you will get confused if you read all the notes which are available in the market. So keep, just stick to one particular your resource of reading material. Like many, I think believers has also started their own current affairs nowadays course, so they can stick to that only. Because if you read some different sources, you will get different kind of resources and many things, but you can't cover 100% all the current affairs. You have to be, whatever you read, no, you have to very confident about it, and you have, like in prelims you will get around 30 to 35 current affairs questions. In that, you know, only 20 to 25. So rest of the 10 you don't know, so you just leave it, don't worry about it. But whatever you know, not 25 questions, you make sure that you will correct those questions, then only you can clear the exam. In, if you see the current cutoff also, see, if you are on plus or minus 100 marks, plus or minus 5 on means 95 to 105. If you are in that range, then you are in the test series or something, then you are very much, I mean, very much capable to clear the prelims examination. So you don't need to get an 200 marks. You just need to get 100 marks. For that, you have to be thorough with whatever you read. I mean, you have to revise those books only. You just don't worry about the whichever the I mean, I have not read that economic part, that macroeconomics, or I have not read the comparison of constitution between US and India. You don't think about it. Whatever you read, no, you just revise it to the exam and you can clear it. And second thing is, in this UPSC preparation, is time management is very important. See, you don't have, I mean, time is like a precious thing. You can't buy it at any time, and once it's gone, no, it's gone forever. So like this. And so considering, I mean, I can tell you my timetable only. What we used to do is, while we were doing the preparation, usually at 7 o'clock we used to wake up and get up fresh and all things, our daily routines. And after breakfast we used to go to the library or some any if you have joined any coaching, then you can go to the classes. So these things, I mean, you started, your day has to started at 9 o'clock at any time, and you have to be 100%ly, if who are preferring for the full-fledged preparation, I'm telling this timetable. So you have to be always in that direction only. The right path is very important, right direction is very important, and your focus is very important. So you don't have to be get diverted from here and there. So you have to go to your library or your respective coaching institutes. So just have a reading from morning to evening. In middle you can take a break for lunch and from snacks, or some have a talk with your parents or family or your friends. So this kind of, you have to prepare for at least 8 hours a day, all complete UPSC preparation. You have to dedicate these timing to the preparation of the UPSC. And who are working professional, maybe have joined here. I started my preparation while working also. So I was working in the Karnataka government also since last 2 years as an assistant engineer. Along with my work, I started along with work, I prepared also for the examination. So for them, the time management is very crucial, because you have to work in from 10 to 5. Assume it is a 10 to 5 work. So 10 to 5 you have to work, and most of them are exhausted because of the hectic work and schedule and all things. But you have to keep motivated yourself, so that the dream is very important, like an becoming an IAS. No, it is like an you can't say it in words how much happiness it will give. See, so that is how they were, why you started. Always you remember why you started this preparation. So don't give up at any time. For working professional, please consider your time in the morning hour. You stick to the timetable from morning hours or from evenings. I think Believers IAS Academy has flexibility timing also for giving guidance or mentorship to you. So please keep it that. And most I what I do used to do is morning 2 hours I go through the newspaper and current affairs, and the evening static subjects like economy, polity I used to read while working. And weekends you will have an 24 hours of time for you. So don't go here and there on family functions. Don't waste your holidays on some entertainment purpose. At least for 2 years or 1 year, I can say, while you are preparing for the exam, please make sure that all this entertainment, social media, please away from them. Because social media and these things, no, they will you will start comparing. If your friend is somewhere who is doing, or she is some making holiday, spending his holidays in Paris or somewhere in Germany or somewhere, or Goa or something, you will start comparing with them. What I am doing, what is it, what I am doing, is it a right or not? I'm wasting my time or not? Because UPSC is all about uncertainty. Every year 7 to 8 lakh people will appear for the exam. Only hardly 800 to 900 people will clear the exam. But it doesn't mean you have a very less probability to clear the exam. Whoever prepare with their determination, and who are confident, who are hardworking, they will one or the other day, definitely they will clear the exam. Because I also in the first attempt I didn't clear the prelims, but I got an success in the third attempt. Many of my friends got the success in sixth attempt. Many of my friends who are in here only in Labasana, IAS Academy, they cleared in the first attempt. So this all depends on your hard work. Little bit of luck is also there. So always always give and tell you that you please be focused and be on the preparation only. Don't get diverted with all the social media entertainment. This is most important thing. And third one is I think I told about the optional also. And next, test series are important, whether they are important or not, and how to be, what is the strategy for the mains or the prelims. These are the questions most of the time I got in my inbox or messages in my Instagram or Facebook. So first thing, the examination pattern. Most of the, I assume everyone the examination pattern. It is prelims. First stage is prelims, second stage is an mains, and third stage is an interview. All these three needs an integrated preparation strategy only. They're not different. Like they seems to be different. Like prelims is an objective, mains is an descriptive kind, and interview is more about the personality test. But these all are integrated with one another. So for prelims, you have to focus mainly on revision, and most of the time facts also. Most of the time you have to keep revision of books, and you have to follow the question papers, last year question papers and test series. You have to rigorously practice, because what happened in test prelims, no, if you mark it one or the two questions, it's always depend on the 5 to 6 questions. That's it. If you do 5 to 6 questions which you did it in the wrong, in a hurry or some silly mistake, you will end up with you will not clear the exam, because it's all about this number game. Prelims is all about the number game. Many of people have lost the that cutoff in point 0.5 marks also. So for that, your strategy should be keep on revise the things. So, and current affairs is important, and some of the subjects important, like polity is most important in the prelims, because you will get around 15 questions, that too very relatively very easier questions only. So if you do those questions are correct, then the probability of clearing the exam will be high. And environment is nowadays, and the proportion of questions is very high in environment subject also. So you have to keep that trend, and you have to analyze it, so you can clear the exam. In most of the time in prelims exam, the hint will be given in the question only most of the time. May I think some faculties already told you all these things. There are some hints are there in the question paper only. So, example, if you take and consider one science and technology questions, if it is a nanotechnology questions, where you find the application of the nanotechnology, he will give some xyz. I mean, it will can be used in human surgery, it will can use in some machine designing, it can use in some this one. So he will give an options, and he will give like 1 2 only correct, 1 2 3 only correct. So most of the this kind of questions, no, the hint is there only, so you have to find that. You can't say that nanotechnology can't be used in this field or in this subject, because in future someone may research it and someone may have an application on this nanotechnology. So these questions you have to analyze it there and there itself. So most of the time all of the above are correct only, science and technology, and it's just an assumption, it is not true all the case, but most of the time. So like this, for the prelims preparation, you have to be very analytically, and we have to be think there and itself, you have to find the hint in the question itself. So if you do this, you will get 10 more questions correct. If you, though you don't know anything about the question, you can correct the question. So these tactics you have to develop, you will develop these tactics only by practicing. So you practice as much as test series and as much as questions possible. So I would recommend you start for prelims preparation, prelims oriented preparation, well 3 or 4 months before. If you have pressure, at least 4 months before you have to start your test series for the prelims. You have to practice at least 2 question papers 1 week. So you have at the end of the during your final exam, at least you have to solve 50 to 60 question papers. This is how the prelims preparation will be, and this is how I did my preparation. Along with my friends, we have to discuss after the test series what are the questions and where we did the wrong. So these things will help you to develop your analytic skills, and you will not make the mistakes again after the next exam. And then for mains preparation, it's most about and descriptive exam only, and most of the analytical thing only. Here whatever you read for the prelims, that will be very helpful for you in the mains preparation. For this you have to read some extra reading materials, like you have to read some reports, Niti Aayog reports, or some any NGO reports, or you have to read some ARC. There is a second ARC report is also there for ethics, and ethics part also you have to read for extra, and essay preparation. These all I will take maybe on one session for this mains preparation some other time, because of now I'm focusing on the only pressures. So mostly will keep on how to prepare for the exam and these things only. So for mains, you have there is the strategy is different for everyone, for mains or for all the preparation. So you have your own strategy. You please develop your own strategy, and it is not that the same strategy will work for everyone. For me, it is like I used to read all the standard materials which are very standard books. I used to read them, and along with that I will used to read some reports, and then reports and some committee recommendations, all that I used to use those recommendations in the conclusion part, so that it will be helpful for you to give suggestions on some questions. So that how it is should be your mains preparation, which has to be in in a well good direction and a right path. And coming to the interview preparation, this is all about more about the personality test only. So most of the questions will be from your background only. If you are any work experience, these questions, you may get the question from your work experience or your background. Your if your father is if your work he is working in railways or banking, you may get the questions from railways or banking. Or if you have an optional subject, like I have an Kannada literature optional, so you may get the questions from those backgrounds. So these things you have to keep in mind. You have to prepare your own. You have to judge it, and you have to in the what the questions may ask. So you have to guess it, and you have to prepare for those questions. So interview is mainly about your own thing, and it is no this no rule that you will get maybe some my friends only who are prepared thoroughly, they got less marks, and who are not so prepared for the interview, they got more marks. It's all depend on the personality, so don't bother about the interview now. So mainly focus on completing the syllabus and prelims and mains only, because most of the time, whether you are the list or out of the list, it will be decided by your mains marks only. So please read as much as possible for your mains. And next thing, I think, uh, yeah, most of the time, many people ask me that is coaching is necessary or not. I would recommend you to, I would not recommend anything for you, because it is all again depends on your financial background, and whether how comfortable you are, and your time management, whether you are working, or these are all most of the individual perspective only. But see, one joining coaching has some benefits in it, because you have they will guide you in a right proper directions, because they have already written the exam. Most of them given interviews also, maybe lost the final list by 1 or 2 marks maybe. So they haven't their vast experience, they know in and out of everything about the UPSC preparation, so that may helpful for you to yours expedite your preparation, and chances of getting into the service in the first or second attempt will be more if you get in right direction and guide mentorship and guidance. So this is what the one benefit of preparation. And second thing is joining an coaching institute. Second thing is, these coaching institutes have themselves made some notes, like for current affairs. See, if you there is an vast, it is like an ocean. Current affairs is like, you can't cover it everything and every time in a very short time. So this is where the coaching institute will help you to give a notes on some important subjects, on some important current events. You can read them with your so that you can save your time also, so that you can save your money also, you can save your preparation time. So I think joining an coaching institute is necessary. I myself joined the coaching institute. uh, so but it helped me a lot in my rephrasing my preparation and strategy and everything. So but it doesn't mean that after you to clear the exam you have to join the coaching institute. It is not like that. There is no thumb rule. Many my friends are clear the exam without coaching also. I'm only saying that it will expedite your preparation, it will help you in a right direction, the right mentorship will help you. So this is where uh, to some extent coaching institute are necessary. And second thing is how to handle current affairs. Because of this vast of every daily there were some events will happen, daily some reports will come, daily some other thing will happen, which means some schemes, government may release some schemes, and these things will be there. So how to prepare for current affairs? Most of aspirants asked me this one. So for that you have to stick with one source. You may have any one coaching institute's current affair magazine, or you may have your own notes. But please read newspapers, don't replace with it others some current affairs coaching institute notes. Reading newspaper is must. Along with that, you can, for revision, you can depend on any coaching institute notes. Maybe Believers IAS Academy, I think, told me that they have a weekend plan. For every weekend they are dedicating some classes to current affairs. Those things can be helpful for you. So so please concentrate, I mean, focus on the current affairs along with the static parts. And some, most of the time what will happen, this how to segregate between a time, I mean, manage time between the static portion of the syllabus and current affairs. Nowadays, considering a trend like economy, most of the questions are current events only. You have to know the concept of the economy, but the question is on the current, whatever happened in the current events, that only. Like if the inflation is happening in nowadays, if it is there, then the question will be on the inflation. But you, for that to answer, you have to know the concept of the inflation, how it will work, and what is rupee depreciation, appreciation, this kind. For this, you have to need to read the static part, but the questions are mostly based on the current events only. And like that, same for the environment also. So complete static is only polity and history, these two subjects. Otherwise, all the subject, in my perspective, are dynamic only. They are always linked with the current events. So please focus on this current events only.
मैं
Sorry?
बाहर जाना है क्या?
Okay, then see, and one more thing, most of us have an doubt that any, I mean, I'm from this background, or from the technical background, I'm from the humanity background, whether I have to clear, I will clear the exam or not. Because nowadays most of the technical, I mean, engineering graduates are clearing the exam, whether it is an hindrance to the humanities background. So this is all again, I can say it is a myth and a misconception. Because we have many people, even humanity background, have a more edge over the technical background graduated subject like engineering and everything, all other MBBS subjects. So please don't keep this misconception. Everyone has their own strategy. Everyone has an open opportunity. Everyone has equal opportunity to clear this exam. So all it depends on your hard work, your own confidence, your own strategy, your time management. Everything will depend on you only, how confident you are. If you are confident, you will definitely clear the exam. If I have cleared the exam, then I'm very sure that all of you will clear the exam, because I am also like you only. I'm started with my preparation. I'm a average student from rural background and from a vernacular language, I mean, medium. All my schooling is in my vernacular Kannada medium only. And I also didn't have very middle background. My financial background is also very middle class background, my family. So if I do this, and then definitely you can do this. So what you have to do is, so you, for this you have to keep motivated yourself. I would recommend you to see some maybe some YouTube videos of some toppers. They will give an motivation to you. And you can also see, and how, what I will say, I will definitely say how the life will be after clearing this exam. See, in one day everything will change in your life. See, because all the last 3-4 years, whatever you have gone through, it doesn't matter for you. What matters is after exam, no, after the success, your complete life will change. See, I will I will tell you my own story only. That during at the day of the result, I got around 300 to 400 calls. Many messages, and I became like a mini celebrity. So you will get an attention and all everything. So, and also you will get a respect. You can't buy it for anywhere. See, the respect you will get in the society is unmatchable for anything. So for that you have to read. For your end also, your parents will be very proud of you, and even your society, in your village, your taluk, or your district, everyone will start coming to your home. Everyone will appreciate you. Everyone will have some they will have very, I mean, respect on you. You can't say in the words, or you can't express in the words. So for that you have to read. And coming to the training and all, I'm what I'm undergoing here, these may also and some point I believe motivate you, because here you will get what, when for any background you come from, here everyone will be equal. You will get a well, I mean world class, treatment here, and you will get an very good spacious rooms, and everyone, these kind also matters, small things, they will motivate you. So you will get here horse riding also, cycling, everything, whatever you want to do, you can do it here. You can develop hobbies also, because all these 4 years we don't have to, I mean most of us didn't concentrate on our hobbies, extracurricular. You will get the time in the training institutes. For 2 years you will be in the Mussoorie in Lal Bahadur Shastri Academy. You will get plenty of time to develop your hobbies. Your personality also will develop, and the knowledge you will get here, it is uh, you will not get anywhere. You will get to, I mean you can talk with directly with many reputed speakers, many authors, many chief secretary level persons, many international famous personalities from World Bank, World Trade Organization, everyone come here as a guest speakers. You can have an opportunity to interact with them directly, so you can't get it at anywhere. So for this you have to clear the exam. So you have to prepare for it, and you have to be very confident about yourself. So please have an more always self motivating kind of character. Please, you whatever motivate you, you can stick some quotes on your study table, or you can write some any you intention, service, or you can write like I wrote in my first day only Praful Desai in bracket IAS on my even my in my phone wallpaper also, and my study table also. So these things, when you see this, you will keep motivate yourself. So motivation is very important, and keep updating every day is most important. That's what I told you. It's like an horse racing. Every day you have to practice for one final day race. For that you have to be completely motivating every day. You have to practice with the same enthusiasm every day. Then only you can clear the exam, and then only you will get the success. So why, always remember why you started your preparation. Please keep it in mind, and have always a dream about coming here. Labasana, Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy. Just have that imagination in your life. These things will motivate you. And I think for this also, you need some, if you have any guidance or any mentorship, you can connect me through my Facebook ID or Instagram, or through Believers IAS Academy. They will always in touch in they're constantly touch with me. I have many friends there, so they will in future also, if I get the time, I will come and meet you in the person also there only. So all the best for you. And I think if you have any questions, I will take for your 5 to 6 questions. Uh,
Uh, Thank you, sir. Thank you for the broad explanation. Would ask the participants who are in the session to ask any doubts regarding whatever the session is about. I would like the participants to involve. You can unmute yourself and ask the doubts for the sir.
yeah, I will. I got on one question in the chat box actually.
Yeah.
Most of the candidates would get less marks in the interview. So what is the reason, sir? See, first thing, I think you don't have to bother about the interview at this time. You have to focus, what I told, you have to focus on your prelims and main strategy. Interview is all about, most of the time it is all about luck also, and also your personality. See, no one can judge you in 40 or 45 minutes. See, the interview is like this only. There will be 5 people sitting in front of you. You have to answer whatever the questions they ask. They will judge you based on those questions. See, if you have read some international relations, say example, you have read all India China relations, India Bhutan relation, India Nepal relation, but he may ask you about India Myanmar relationship. You are not thorough with that. So in that time, this is some hinders to you, but it doesn't mean that to get the less marks, this only the question is the reason for it. So it is all whole depend on your personality. So for this, you have to develop some extracurricular things also, and you have to be very confident in the interview. See, they will only think how much confident you are, how much honest you are. Don't say anything lie in the in front of the examination panel, because they have most experience, 30-35 years of service experiences per person. You can calculate 30 years into 5 people, how many years of experience. So you can't bluff them very easily. If you caught by saying any lie or bluff, you will get the less marks. And if you are nervous or something, they will give an opportunity to you to gain your confidence again. See, I mean, many of my friends only have, I mean, face this one. Many of my friends got nervous and they drank water also. So these things will happen. Some, I think one, I heard that one of my colleague, she started crying in front of the, because of fear or something. So these things will happen for, but for that you have to join some mock interviews, so you can talk as much as possible with the seniors or colleagues, and you can give mocks interviews, 5 to 6 mock interviews before the final interview, so that you will get confident. And please prepare about your DAF. DAF is detailed application form which you have to fill before the interview. In that, they will ask about your family background, your work experience, and your literature, and whatever XYZ about you. So you just prepare on them. Most of the 80% of the questions will be on them, and they will judge you based on the questions. You know how you answer the questions, you know the better. So they will not judge the question based on the questions which you have not answered. You can say directly, I don't know this. I only told, I think 3 to 4, for 3 or 4 questions, I said, no, I don't know, sir. He asked me, what is the critical pressure of thermal power plants? I don't know this. So I say, I don't know, sir. So you can say, I don't know very confidently if you don't know that. But don't try to, we do know in college or something in Viva, we say something XYZ. I mean, just say some other things like not related to exactly that questions, but for but you say something. Please don't do that. If you don't know the answer, please say don't know. If so, they will judge you only based on the questions which you know and how you answer those questions. That's it.
We have a chat. We have another question, sir, regarding the Urdu language.
Okay. I'll check it.
The question goes like,
Questions. Yeah.
Sir, I'm from Karnataka itself. I'm from Urdu medium school. Sir, I want to know about languages. Which languages should I choose for language paper? Compulsory paper she's talking about.
For compulsory paper, you can choose any one subject from along. I think 22 languages are there. On that, you can choose any one language for a compulsory paper. You can choose Urdu also. It is option for you. You have an option to enter any one language. That there is just a scroll down menu while you're filling the application. There will be a list of languages. I'm not sure Urdu is there or not in that exam, but Kannada is definitely there. So you can choose out of 22 language. Just check it with what are the 22 language. If it is Urdu is there, you can take it, and it's just a qualifying exam. So don't bother about it. Just have to qualify it. Most of us are not prepared for this only. We have to directly go into the exam. Most of the questions is like, there will be an English paragraph. You have to just translate it to your whatever the language you have chosen for your compulsory language. Just translate it, and one paragraph will be of your compulsory language. You have to again translate it to English, and some synonyms and like this, and some they will given in one word, and you have to make one sentence on that word. But this kind of, it's just some 10th level exam, so you can clear it very easily. Just check it, Urdu is there or not. I'm not sure about it. Yeah, next question, I think. So please give us a brief timetable of managing both optional and GS papers for coming 6 months, sir. I mean, before prelims. Okay. See, for this, for 6 months, I think you will have an exam in the June. So you please try to complete your optional paper, optional syllabus before January, at max February. So you have to read at least twice. If you are pressure, yeah, one time reading will be insufficient also. But if you are in a second attempt or a third attempt, at least you have to read it twice before this February, your optional subject. You have to complete your optional syllabus before February, because after February, March, April, you have to concentrate on your prelims and GS papers. So please, if you wanted to join also for test series, you can join for the optional in January or February. Please complete it before that. For GS papers, it is like almost for mains GS papers and for prelims GS, it's book resources also same, and syllabus is also same most of the time. Only ethics and essay you have an extra subjects as in mains papers, so you can prepare for them after your prelims exam also. But please focus on polity, history, economy, environment, and current affairs for the prelims. Mostly focus, but don't neglect the other subjects. So this is how it should be. Yeah, for managing both, you can have a timetable of yourself. Like you can read 2 to 3 hours in the morning hours, maybe optional, or evening, depends on your convenient, and at least give 2 to 3 hours for the optional every day, and yeah, rest of the time you can give for the GS papers. Okay, next one is, sir, I'm from current computer science background, how can I select my optional subject? See, I that's what I told you. Your graduation background may help you in optional subject, but I'm from mechanical engineering background, but I took Kannada literature as an optional. So it is all depends on your interest and the trend you have to see in the optional papers. See, nowadays, that's what I told. Anthropology, sociology, political science, and international relation. These are nowadays scoring subjects. But it doesn't mean I'm telling you to select one among these subjects. It's all depends on your interest. If you are in if you are, though you are from computer science background, if you are have a keen interest on history, you can take history also as an optional, because you have to read very deeply in this subject, optional subject, and you have to be in touch with this subject for at least 1 year preparation for the UPSC, and 1 year during the mains, while you are writing the mains and interview preparation. So at least 2 years you have to constantly read about this subject. So the interest very matters very much, and just go through the syllabus of the optional paper. You just have a short list of 3 4 subjects, then go through all these 3 4 subjects question paper and syllabus, whichever find familiar to you and interest, you can choose that subject. Do I need to make a notes from newspaper? See, this is the question again. It is depend on the individual only. Some people take a notes from the newspaper, but some people just read it like an newspaper only. For like, just they will read and just they will keep the newspaper aside like that. So it is again for, I mean, what I did is I used to read newspaper, but I don't make any notes from the newspaper. Only I read editorial is very important in newspaper actually, not that front page or some XYZ news. Editorials, because there you will get some perspective about some topic or some any current events which is going. Suppose now the farmers protest is going. What are those farmers bill? And everything, there will be in some experts who analyze that issue. They will give an recommendations also in that editorial. They will give what are the problems in that issues are there, what are the benefits are there. So those can be, you can keep a note on those recommendations on benefits or some anything. I'm just giving an example like farmers bill, what are the provisions of it, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, what are the issues in it, and what are the recommendations, so that you can improve these things. And so those things, if the some articles complete holistically one issue, so in suppose you find those articles, you can keep, I mean, you can make a note on that article. But most of the time, that's what I told you, have to, you can depend on one coaching institute notes for the current affairs. They will compile it for weekly or monthly current events, you can read that only. That will sufficient for you. Next one is it beneficial to choose an optional subject that has a syllabus overlap with the mains? Yeah, definitely. If it is an overlap with the GS papers and GS mains syllabus, it will have an always an edge over the other optional subject. But it is exactly but again, it is that's what I told. It is all depends on your interest. I have a Kannada literature optional subject. It doesn't have any correlation with the mains syllabus. But yeah, only thing you have to focus is you have to get 300 plus marks in optional paper. If you are getting 300 plus, it is well and good. Uh, but yes, if you take public administration, it will have an overlap in paper 2. If you take an history, it will help you in paper 1. If you take geography, it will help again in paper 1 GS paper, mains paper. So it will help you. But again, it is depend on you to choose the optional subject. Then instead of IAS, we will get an IRS or IFS. Shall we write again for the IAS? See, this is the question. Instead of IAS, I will just read out. If instead of IAS, if we will get the IRS or IFS, so shall we write the exam again for IAS? See, this is the question. Nobody has the right answer for it. Even many people, after coming into the academy, they also have this doubt. If some people are in IRS or IPS, whether they have to write it again or not, it's all depend on again interest of his own. Some persons are very much satisfied with the IRS only. Some people are very much satisfied with the police service only. If you are very passionate about police, the many people will give first preference only for police IPS. Many people have given IAS after that IRS here only. I see. I have many friends here. So it is depend on you. Yeah, I agree. IAS will give you an most diversified kind of job profile, and you can be an head of any department. You have an job satisfaction. It doesn't mean all other services are, I mean, subordinate to the IAS. It's not true actually. If you are find a passion in that job, you can excel. What the I mean purpose of all this civil servant to help the people, to help the society, to develop our India. That's it. So whatever the extent you can possible to do in your own job or something, you can do that. So all jobs have equal opportunity to serve the nation. See, and one more thing, if you get the foreign service, you can't write the exam again for IAS. It is the rule is there, but and just for your information, I am telling you. But if you get IRS and IPS, you can write the again exam. Yeah, I think any more questions? Is coaching necessary for literature optional subjects? Okay. See, coaching, that's what I told you. Coaching will help you to expedite your preparation and keep you in the right path and right direction with the very less time, because they already know what are the syllabus, what to read, what not to read. Everything, most of your faculties knows it because they have already written the examination. Most of them have given interviews also. Those experiences will help you to make your strategy and help you to score well. So for that it is necessary. But for literature optional subject and if you are an MA background, MA Kannada literature example, if you did an MA or PhD in Kannada literature, then I think you can prepare on your own. But if you are from engineering background, you don't know anything about Kannada literature, so then there some to some extent, yeah, coaching will help you. Yeah, I think any more questions?
I hope Sir cleared all the doubts regarding UPSC examination. Yes, sir. There is another question. Sir, what kept you motivated during the preparation process? We could wrap up.
Yeah. See, this is what I'm always, I mean, most important thing in your preparation is self motivation. For me, I I told you, no, that I've written my name Praful Desai in bracket IAS on my study table and in my mobile wallpaper also. I always, kept away from. I uninstall my WhatsApp and on my Instagram and Facebook. Everything I uninstall during my preparation because I don't want to see my friends what they are doing. Some are because I'm from an engineering background and worked in some MNC. So most of them are settled in the foreign countries. So you will get diverted by seeing this. You will get a doubt on yourself that whether I'm doing the right thing or not. So please avoid these things so that you will get motivated by your preparation and see some toppers videos in YouTube if you have time. But you, it doesn't mean if you most of the time it will happen, you go to the YouTube to see some video and you will end up with seeing something for 1 hour. So most of the time it will happen. Please avoid these things. If you can see some toppers videos, or you can see, that's what I told in here, some photos also keep you motivated, like training academy horse riding photos, or some trekking photos, some adventure photos, what we are doing during the trekking. These things will help motivate you, so that you will also have an urge, so that one day I will be there in institute in Mussoorie, so that I can do these things. I used to do this. I used to follow some um, toppers in profiles. So what are they are doing, I will use to see that, and YouTube videos. So these things will keep motivating you. And just talk to your faculty member if you are feeling low, or just talk to your friends who are very serious in the preparation. See, the friend circle is also very important. I and Rajshekhar sir, I think you know, and these we are all kind of roommates only. We all, from morning to evening, we are with them only. Was very serious about our preparation. Keep your friend circle very limited, like 4 to 5 people. All are serious, and you discuss yourself. And if someone get the more marks in test series, just have an what he has did to get that marks. Just discuss over this, and so these things will motivate you. So competitive federalism, you can say, like among the state, how it is competition is there, no? That's how it should be there within the friend circle. It should be competitive, so that you can motivate yourself to get the good marks.
Um, I guess Sir cleared all the doubts. I guess it's so we can wrap up at this, and we are overwhelmed by Praful Sir's words and inspiration. I guess it will ignite the young aspirants who are attending this session. And thank you so much, Sir, for taking this session in your very busy schedule. We know it's so difficult, but you made out time for us. We in Believers IS Academy are very much honorable and overwhelmed by your presence in this webinar. And thank you so much. Thank you once again for everything. And your guidance would surely help us in our future ventures. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
Thank you,
Uh,
ma'am. Thank you. Giving me an opportunity. I'm very thankful to Believers Academy to connect with the aspirants, which always wanted to do, because what the problems I have faced during my preparation, I don't want to. These things will hinder some aspirants because of their background and everything. So I would like to come in person also, if time permits, some in next coming days. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
that's a very pleasurable talk by you, sir. We are very much welcome you to honor here. And the humble approach which you told for the aspirants is what they have to keep in their mind and make a schedule for them. As you told, everything will be taken care, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.